The level of discrimination that brown people face in this country is still absurd.
Seize the moment, live in the moment, enjoy your time while we've got it, because nothing's guaranteed for tomorrow. Welcome, queens and kings, to the Urban Hippie Vlog, episode 6. I am so honoured to have you here with me. In this episode, you're going to spend a day with me while I get pampered and preened and ready for a night out. And we're going to be talking about the importance of being around people. So, we're going to be having a little bit of fun in today's video, but I want you to remember that the theme of the video is still quite important, and that is the link between your mental health and spending time with other people and socializing and getting out. So let's do this. All right, folks, let's get right into this. I'm Shez Sheikh, I'm the Urban Hippie, and I spend a lot of time on my own. Why? Because that's where life's brought me. Look, I'll say right from the gate, I like spending time on my own. I have discovered the power of solitude. I have discovered in my healing journey just how much I enjoy my own company, just how much I don't need anyone. But then those are also very, very dangerous mindsets to have, because as with anything in life, you do need a balance. As with anything in life, you do need a little bit of the other. As with most things in life, you can't just have one type of thing forever. You can't just spend all of your time alone forever. It's not healthy. You need balance. So in my life, yes, I do spend a lot of time alone, but I also have a lot of quality time with my son. I do spend some time with my mother caring for her. So that's like a couple of people that I immediately see regularly. Other than that though, I have a handful of relationships with people in the real world, but I don't really get out and see many people. I probably get out and see Stephen Chidgey quite regularly. Shout out to Stephen. I also get to spend time with AJ, who I'm going to be spending time with today. There's some really, really good people in my life that I spend time with on the phone and on FaceTime daily. Me and my brother exchange messages every single day, even if it's just like a Instagram meme, even if it's just a meme on Instagram or a funny TikTok or a football story that the other one of us needs to hear. We'll exchange a message every day. So what I wanted to talk about in this video was the importance of being around other people. You've obviously got the importance of the transfer of energy. I talk to people on every platform: Instagram, TikTok, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, iMessage, FaceTime. But there's something else to be said about getting out and about and spending time with people that has a positive effect on your mental health. Company is good for you. Friends are good for you. Good friends are good for you. There's no denying that. Human beings, by their very nature, are not meant to be isolated and on their own. Yes, it's very therapeutic to spend time alone. It's very therapeutic to do that and have that discovery time and practice self-love and do you. But on the flip side, I think human beings are designed to be community minded. I think human beings at the very start, when they were cave people, used to live in packs and tribes, and that's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be surrounded by other people. So at the moment, I'm only speaking for the UK, but at the current state of affairs, but at the current moment where people are just like working from home, spending all of their time during lockdowns when people were really isolated, people are working from home still. People have become more recluse. People have become more isolated. I feel like a hermit at times, and yet I go out infinitely more than some of my friends. Some of my friends never go anywhere. Some of my friends don't go out anywhere. And even tonight, I've invited some of them and they don't want to be here. And this is a message to them. Seize the moment, live in the moment, enjoy your time while we've got it, because nothing's guaranteed for tomorrow. This is one of the Urban Hippie core values on the One App website. This is one of the values I'm living by. Celebrate life. You've got to enjoy your lives. We're just not guaranteed tomorrow. Doing things that you enjoy, going out, getting around people, having a giggle, having a laugh, meeting new people. It's so good for you. It's so healthy. Okay, folks, enough talking from me. I'm going to go and get my hair done now. I'm going to be wearing it in plaits. It's going to look so different, but I wanted to try something different. I'm a free spirit. I like trying different things. I don't want to be stuck in this mold all the time. I want to be flexible. I want to be free to experiment and live the life I want to live. So let's go and get my hair braided at the salon. We'll touch base with you there. All right, queens and kings, I'm about to go inside this salon to get my hair braided. At the moment, it looks like a disgrace. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Big love.
Welcome back, Queens and Kings. You're at HQ. It's the morning after my night out, and I've got a fair few things to talk about, so let's just get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is this is how my hair ended up looking. It's a little bit tatty now because it's the morning after, but yesterday it looked really nice. If I say so myself, that's how the fade looked. I don't even know how I'm turning my head to this camera. I'm not really with it today, as you can tell by my voice, but that was the fade. The fade was crispy fresh. I have to say myself, the fade looked really fresh. Shout out to my barber. I should have filmed in the barbers as well, but I didn't. And then I wanted to take you guys on the night out with me. Saturday was a mess because I couldn't get the footage down into my computer to film one of my how to improve your mental health videos. And as a result, everything on Saturday kept getting rushed, and it didn't go according to the plan that I had in my head. So I've not ended up taking any footage of my night out. One reason for that though, was because consciously I did want to just be present in the moment with my friend on the night out. The aspect of that is if I take a DSLR camera out with me, it's way too chunky to be out with on a night out. It's impractical, you can't do that. And then if I take my phone out and I start filming everything on a night out, you kind of lose being in the moment. One of the things I don't like doing is second guessing myself, and now I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get any footage at all. So in my head I'm thinking I need a much more compact vlogging camera that I can probably take on nights out, a little bit easier than a DSLR. So stay tuned, maybe I need a tech upgrade, who knows what's incoming in the next few days. As far as the night out last night goes, it was okay. I'm so thankful to have a good friend like AJ to have a night out with, and we had good company for each other. We had a lot of laughs, but generally I felt like the vibe in the city centre was a little bit negative. Maybe that's to do with the weather, maybe that's just to do with the way the world is at the moment. But outside of the club, like, you have to believe it was freezing. It was so cold on a Saturday night in Manchester, and when we got outside the club, they literally made us wait outside this club for like an hour. By the time I got to the door, I felt like an icicle. I was shivering the whole way in the lineup. It's not healthy just to get in and have a party and a dance. It's a long wait. It's a long time to wait in the cold. And then the worst bit though, we get to the very front. We get to the very front of the lineup, and they said, yeah, you're gonna have to come back after 12. Like, we're not gonna line up again. And he's like, no, you have to line up again. And I was like, I'm not lining up again. And you get, and you don't want to be confrontational, because one wrong word and they're going to kick you out, and you're not getting in that place that night, and you don't really want that confrontation. And I don't want to be confrontational. I was really frustrated. I was really stressed by the situation. Like, I felt it's a disrespect. I really don't want to be talking about stereotypes and discrimination, but this is my platform, and I'm going to say something controversial, which is that the level of discrimination that brown people face in this country is still absurd. It's a massive thing for me to say that. It's a massive thing for me to say because I don't even like being boxed into colours and stereotypes. I don't like being boxed into anything. I don't like being put into any kind of category. And at the start of this vlog, when I was making the footage in the park, I was talking about being a free spirit and wanting to be able to express myself. But last night at that place, I didn't feel like that. Last night, bouncers, by the way, no disrespect to bouncers, but I've experienced bouncers being on a power trip ever since I was first starting to go out in the city, and it's always been that way. I don't know why. I might just seem to have a face that bouncers don't like, because my brother never seemed to have any problems getting in, and when I would be with him, he'd get that problem as well. So maybe it's me. So sorry, AJ, if it was my fault that we didn't get in last night. We did actually, that's a lie. We did actually end up getting in the end, and we had a decent night. I think because of the time that I'd spent in the cold, and because of the situation with the doorman, and then having to go to another bar and then come back to this club, it just sort of soured the night, and we didn't even end up staying that long in there. We stayed for a little bit, and then me and my buddy just grabbed some food and ended up coming back here and watching Wolf of Wall Street. And that's our Saturday night for you. The point is that sometimes our spontaneous nights are the ones, when we make a plan, you tend to find that the night just doesn't go as smoothly as it could. But I'm still grateful for the fact that I was able to get out. I'm still grateful for the fact that I was able to spend some time with a good friend, and it was a change of scenery, so that did me good. Discrimination sucks. I really don't want to talk about it, but then there comes a point where you can't just sit there and pretend it doesn't happen. Last night, we were getting turned away from the club for no reason. Last night, We were getting told one thing about why we weren't able to get in. There was a group of lads in front of us, bless them, they were lovely lads from Glasgow. I didn't even get there. I should have swapped social medias with them because they were a really good, positive energy bunch of lads, just from Glasgow on a night out in Manchester. They didn't get in, but then the people behind us got in. And it just makes you think like they didn't have tickets either because we were speaking to them as well. So you just come to the point. Yes, I know that in the nightclub industry, I've spent enough time in the nightclub industry to know that it's who you know as well, that does play a factor. But any time in life where there's inequalities and people are not being treated equally or fairly, I struggle with that. I really struggle with that because I don't know what more we can do to try and fit in. I don't know what more we can do as a society. I don't like being discriminated against. Like it isn't outwardly. There's a difference between, I'm not saying this is the R word. This is not R word. This is not racism, but it's discrimination, and it's just as bad, is it not? It's not racism, but it's discrimination, and it's just as bad. It's not cool. We were dressed good. We were ready to spend money. We're not troublemakers. We just wanted to go in and have a good time. It's not the first time it's happened in the city. And Manchester is a very, very multicultural society. Manchester's a melting pot of different things, and yet even over here that's gone on. In the whole time that I've been going out, I've been experiencing that on doors in Manchester for years, and it's just discrimination. On the one hand, it makes me think I want to go out less. On the other hand, it makes me think maybe I'm just trying to go in the wrong places. I'm sure there are places in the city where you don't get treated like that, but then it's one of them where you always want to be in there. You want to be where the party is. I wanted to be where the party was. I'm not going to name the name of the venue, it's just trouble, but it happened and you move on, and I'm able to talk about it now, and hopefully if there's any bouncers watching or there's any security watching or any nightclub people watching, and stop discriminating against people and stop stereotyping people that all communities, every single member of the community is the same. There's good people in every community and there's troublemakers in every community. If you tar everyone with the same brush, then we're never going to get anywhere, are we? So yeah, this vlog started on a really fun note and has ended up on a little bit of a serious note, but I want to use this platform for good. I want to use this platform to raise awareness about the issues that matter to me. Racism is a really, really big problem for me. It always has been. It's something that's affected my mental health on 100 million levels, and I'm going to dig deeper into it in future videos. So hit that subscribe button and get on board this One App community so we can do some positive work in this world. Alright, queens and kings, big love and blessings. I shall take your leave now. How to improve your mental health will be back tomorrow, and look out next Friday for the Urban Hippy Vlog 7. We all need a positive